Hello. This is the start of a 5-part series focusing on anti-bullying, particularly in schools, but I suppose this could be applied elsewhere. It's a topic that I take very seriously. From Monday to Friday, I will be posting 5 videos tackling certain topics focused around bullying. This first video will focus on excuses. I will be focusing on a fair few excuses and some downplaying phrases for bullying and say how you can counter these. I'll also be talking in second person. Let's begin. This first one can be varied in multiple ways. Oh, if you weren't a loser or a nerd or something like that, or if you didn't do this or that, I wouldn't have bullied you. No. If you grew up and knew how to respect people, you wouldn't have bullied them. No one asks you or forces you to bully someone. You do that all by yourself. That's your choice. You can't blame the victim for your actions because you made them. Yeah, well, people can disagree with what you are and what you do. Yeah, but it's not as simple as that. People disagree with others all the time, but they don't bully over it. You can disagree with someone without throwing them under a bus. Is it really that hard to accept someone for who they are? If you don't like something that somebody has done or even become, answer me these 2 questions. 1. Is it illegal? And 2. Does it hurt anyone? If the answer is no to both, then why bully them? Why not just leave them alone and let them do what they want? Oh, I was just joking. Why can't you take a joke? You don't know what a joke is. The average stand-up comedian doesn't say the same joke to someone 10 times a day for the next couple of months, expecting the same reaction. Sooner or later, you're going to annoy someone, and when you are fully aware of how annoyed they are and still bully them anyway, it shows you have nothing but ill intent. Well, I was doing it because everyone else was doing it. So, you're a sheep. You'd happily throw whoever, even friends, under a bus just to fit in? Or perhaps for entertainment purposes? If you can easily do that to friends, then you don't deserve to have friends. Okay, let's be real here. We weren't that close. You can't expect much from someone who isn't close to you. Okay, let's say you weren't close friends with the victim. Were you enemies? Did they hurt you first? Or did you make enemies? Even when you're neutral with someone, you're still expected to be decent. Oh, well, why didn't you say anything? Why do you have to be so quiet? Don't act so ignorant. As mentioned above, knowing someone is annoyed is a good enough sign. And as for being quiet, when you bully someone to the point where they feel like they can't do or say anything without being bullied, of course they're quiet. Oh, this is just you being sensitive. Don't be such a baby. Everyone is sensitive in their own way. If you have a girlfriend or boyfriend and I said some very horrible insulting things about her or him, I'm sure you'd be sensitive to that. Well, how about you just not think about it? Why can't you just move on like a normal person? Well, a lot of people in this world can't work that way. Plus, so long as you're still bullying people, how can you possibly expect people to move on? You're just making life feel unsafe. Oh, why can't you just forgive and forget? Of course, forgiving is a good option. But a lot of people forgive under certain parameters. For example, through growing up, probably apologizing if you have the balls. In terms of forgetting, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, I am what I am. Deal with it. No. When you consciously go out of your way to make lives miserable, that's not something people are going to accept. Hurting people is wrong. It's as simple as that. And the world is going to move on without you. Have you ever thought about what I go through? No. And the more you bully people, the less they're going to care about your life. Do you think it's completely fine to use someone like a punching bag as some sort of coping mechanism for your troubles? Well, friends come and go. That's life. No, not like this. Not through bullying. Drifting apart should be just finding new friends or having to move to different parts of the country. At least drifting apart ends on good terms. These next 2 are quite easy to counter. The first one is a retrospective excuse. Oh, but I was young and I didn't know any better. There was plenty of people that were young, the same age, but they knew better. They never did what you did. At a young age, we're all told how wrong bullying is. You clearly knew better, but chose not to take the advice. Yeah, well, nobody is perfect. Well, neither is every other decent person in this world. This last one is similar to the I am what I am excuse. Yeah, well, life's not fair. Deal with it. Never. Growing up shouldn't be about accepting that the world is a terrible place. Why do you think people protest? Most of them are fighting for positive change, because they know life can be fairer if we all just work together. That's all I'm going to tackle for this video. Bullying can easily make you lose your voice, if you understand what I mean. I'm talking confidence here. If some of you felt like you couldn't find the words, hopefully this helps in some way. You'll find some of what I've said in the later videos as well. This just lays the foundation. If you're in a terrible situation where you're getting bullied, maybe you want to stick around for the next 4 videos that cover more topics. Perhaps they can relate to you in some way. If you're struggling to find a voice, well, I'm willing to try and give you one.